What's good, Eagles fans? This your boy Tone the Shield II, and y'all are tuned into y'all dose to chalk it up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. So, the Philadelphia Eagles, you guys, this season has not been one to remember. This has not been one to write home about. This season has honestly just been an embarrassment. And for this to be the first year of me going hard at making Eagles content, I'm disappointed. I'm upset. I'm angry. But ultimately, it is what it is. At this point in the season, nothing's going to change. We are who we are. We are who we are. Our coach is who he is. Our owner is who he is. Our GM is who he is. Our quarterback is who he is. Honestly, I can go down the list of all the problems the Eagles have been facing this year, but we all know. We all know what's been going on. You guys have been seeing the content. You guys have been paying attention all across the board, and this has just been honestly sad and disgusting to even experience. Who are we at this point? Who are we? What's our identity? What's our mantra? What's our shtick? What are we known for? We've been one of the most inconsistent teams since our Super Bowl victory. One of the most inconsistent teams since our Super Bowl victory. We've had poor roster management, poor cap management, poor development management, just all across the board, just poor. Play calling has gotten habitually worse every single season. Carson Wentz has regressed every single season, if you want to really think about it. Last year, I personally feel like he had a solid year, all things considered, but if we really think about it, he struggled. Yeah, he threw over 4,000 yards. No receiver had over 500 yards, but he struggled for the most part. Last year was a struggle. The year before was a struggle. We can't ignore that. Record aside, outcome aside, sure, we made the playoffs the past 3 seasons, sure, yeah, right. But it means nothing. It means nothing. Our team has gotten progressively worse. Our play calling has gotten progressively worse. I honestly feel that this coaching staff has failed Carson Wentz miserably. Miserably. The latest move to fail him was drafting a second-round quarterback in Jalen Hurts. What was their motive? I tried my hardest to defend it, saying, oh yeah, Wentz, he gets hurt, so they want to, hedge their bet. But if we're being honest, Wentz has been pretty healthy. You exclude that concussion, the cheap shot from Jadeveon Clowney in the playoffs last year. You exclude that, he's been very healthy. And he's been taking a beating, mainly this year. Carson Wentz has just been getting harassed, violated every single game. Partially because the O-line has just been inconsistent. There's no continuity. And also because he's held the ball just a little too long. But at that point, if he's holding the ball too long, that means no one's getting open. Or he's missing reads. Either or. Both things can be true. Is the coaches doing a good job scheming these guys open? Are the route combinations actually conducive to getting someone open? Are we calling plays to set up another play and set up another play after that? We have no continuity in our play calling. We have no continuity in our development. Let's think about all the letdowns we've had these past few years. Let's really think about it. Derek Barnett, sure, he had a decent game against the Seahawks, but let's be totally honest. His entire career has been a disappointment. We drafted him in the first round. He's supposed to be dominant. We rarely get that from him. We see it in flashes. We have so many expiring contracts, so many old contracts that are just killing us, that are just killing our cap space. We have so many guys that we just continue to pay for no reason. I'm trying to understand. Jason Peters, another guy. Why is he still here? Tell me why. Jalen Mills, why is he still here? Explain it to us. Please. Please. I'm tired of the dinosaurs. I'm tired of our poor decision-making. We just got rid of Will Parks, and I honestly feel like that was just a scapegoat move. What has Will Parks done, or what didn't he do to deserve to get cut from this roster. Let's be honest, Will Parks was hurt a little bit this year. Never really was able to really get his momentum, get his footing. Never really was able to stay on the field long enough to get momentum. But I got to be honest, Will Parks' presence didn't really make a difference, good or bad. That was a scapegoat move. And we all know it. So, with Will Parks moving on, going back to Denver, what does that mean for Kevon Wallace? What does that mean for guys like Marcus Epps, right? Kevon Wallace has not had a rookie season to write home about. Kevon Wallace, honestly, he was getting torched. One game, notably, George Kittle. But then again, what can you expect? That's a man he ran up against. Dude's like 6'5", over 250 pounds. Not easy to deal with. So I knew he was going to struggle with that. But all in all, Kevon Wallace also wasn't really given a fair shot to succeed. My problem with this team, this organization, is that they throw rookies in at the worst possible time, and then they judge them for it and say, oh, they can't play. Have you really put these guys in positions to really succeed? Have you really put these guys in positions to learn and grow? You have not. Only time I see Davion Taylor or Sean Bradley on the field is when it's really a dire situation. You're expecting them to just make an extravagant play. They don't have the NFL experience to do the things you want them to do at a certain time. Put them in early in games. Get them hooked onto the momentum of the game early. First and second down plays. You know what I'm saying? Don't just put them in on third down thinking they're gonna make a difference. No, it's annoying. They do the same thing with Travis Fulgham. They want to just throw him the ball super late in the game and think he's just going to start making these random plays. No, y'all wasn't throwing the ball all game. He got to get warm. Them hands is cold. Them hands a little stiff. That's anybody. That's any receiver. You can't just not target somebody all day and then just start targeting out of nowhere late in the third, fourth quarter and think they're just going to turn up for you. No, there's a such thing as momentum. There is a such thing as momentum, and this team doesn't know how to read it. Doug Peterson doesn't know how to read it. Howie Roseman doesn't know how to read it. We got Zach Ertz coming back, and I'm not too happy about it. It is what it is. We all know that's once a security blanket, but it's obvious he's missed him. But my thing is, we need to move on. Yeah, we can't trade him. We got to wait till the offseason. Yeah, I know. But honestly, our season is done. I don't see us winning. I don't see us beating the Green Bay Packers. I just don't. But I'm never going to bet against this. I'm always going to hope for the best. But just based off the track record we've shown, we're incapable of doing anything on offense. It doesn't matter who's there. It doesn't matter who's quarterbacking. They keep putting Jalen Hurts in these situations as well. I feel bad for that kid. I really feel bad for Jalen Hurts. He doesn't deserve this. You put him on the field for one play, then take him off and put him on. How is anyone supposed to show you what they can do if you keep interrupting their progressions? If you're going to put Jalen Hurts in, give him a drive. Give him an entire series. Give him a quarter. Don't just put him out there and then just be like, oh, well, you know what? We got to get our guy back there, third down. It's totally counterproductive to anyone's growth and success. Just completely. You're hurting Carson Wentz. The damage is done on him. And you're hurting Jalen Hurts. Now, I honestly believe if this team is going to have any semblance of redemption, it's going to happen next season, and they need to look hard in the mirror and look at all the things that went wrong. Most importantly, at play calling. Most importantly, at developing Carson Wentz into a franchise guy. This team has failed Carson Wentz. They have failed him miserably, drastically. That man was on top of the world, then he gets hurt, and it just seems like he's not the same person. Sure, the injury maybe played a role in 2018, but in 2019, 2020, I honestly don't think the injury, in my humble opinion, is weighing that much on him. Because if you see how he plays when it's really on the line, he's not afraid to get physical. When he feel like all his options are done, he's not afraid to get physical and run. He's not afraid. When he feel like the plays aren't really producing anything, he puts it on his back and he takes off. So I don't think he's afraid of getting touched. I don't think he has second guesses about that knee. I just don't. If he did, he wouldn't be running out of the pocket at all. But he does when he needs to. But this team, this organization, Doug Peterson is trying to turn him into a pocket quarterback, and it's not who he is. It's not who he is, and we all know that. He's one of the best quarterbacks outside the pocket. He's better than this. Coaching, you guys are better than this. Doug Peterson, let's be totally honest. You haven't been the same since Frank Reich and Filippo left. You just haven't. But I honestly believe that you have something to bring to the table. I believe that. But just give up the play calling. It's not for you. It's not for you. You're hurting this team. You're hurting your chances of getting another job if you end up leaving this team. Howie Roseman, I'll be honest. I have no positive things really to say about you. I just don't. Sure, you made that move for JJ, in the Super Bowl year. I respect that move. I respect that. Our Super Bowl was only 3 years ago, but it feels so far. Who are we? Who are we? Howie Roseman, who are you? What have you done to this team? Let's be totally honest. You got lucky. You got lucky with Travis Fulgham. In my opinion, you got lucky with Jack Driscoll. Not too many of your picks have ever panned out, Howie Roseman. So if you're going to remain on this roster, you cannot scout. You cannot be in charge of talent acquisitions. You cannot be in charge of that. If this team is going to grow, Doug Peterson, you cannot be in charge of play calling. You cannot. You cannot. Because you're hurting everyone around you. I got to shout out BG, man, for holding Carson Wentz down. He said we riding with him to the bitter end, and I respect the hell out of that. I respect it. But this team has a lot of soul searching to do. This team has a lot of soul searching to do. Carson Wentz does. Doug Peterson does. Howie Roseman does. Even Jeff Lurie. Again, we have the Green Bay Packers this week coming up, and I'm not too optimistic. Our offense sucks. We stink. We can't even get a first down without our quarterback sacrificing his damn life. What are we? What's our identity? When we have something that works, we don't stick to it. Travis Fulgham, he was bodying things. All of a sudden, Alshon Jeffrey comes back. Now, what are we doing? We're trying to force things at Alshon Jeffrey. Now, Travis Fulgham is barely getting targets. And then when he does get the targets, they're supremely late in the most inopportune times, and he's most likely in double coverage. Help him help you. Feed your best guys. Jalen Reagor, I got to be honest. They haven't done anything to really show that Jalen Reagor was worth that pick. They just haven't done anything. I'm not even putting it on him. I'm putting it on them. They haven't put him in the positions. They just haven't. They haven't. Reagor, make a play. Get separation. Get open. Do something. Where's John Hightower? Where's Quez Watkins? Why is J.J. Arcega-Whiteside being activated? It's too many questions. Why do we keep bringing back and getting rid of the same practice squad players? Deontay Burnett, Jamal Brown. You know what I'm saying? What is up? What's up with us? It just seems like there's erratic decision after erratic decision. I don't know, you guys. I don't have the answers, but I know what the problems are. And this team, the way the organization is just being run right now, do they care about us? I was listening to the radio one day. I was listening to Anthony. I was listening to Cataldi in the Morning Team on 94 WIP, and this guy called, and he was crying. He was saying, "I'm dying. I am literally dying, and this COVID thing. I'm super high risk, and I can't see anybody be around people. Like no one. I don't see people. No one checks on me. I take care of my mother, and I'm sick as well. And it's like, this team is all I have. This team is all I have. And they're just delivering us a sour product. It broke my heart hearing that man spill his guts on the radio. It broke my heart. Because Philly, we hold our teams, our sports teams, to such a high standard. This is such a sports city, it's ridiculous. This city is hardened. This city has been through a lot. And we depend so much on our sports teams to bring us to the light out of the darkness. And this season, the Eagles have not done that. The Sixers, they're on the up, so that's a blessing. The Flyers, they're on the up, that's a blessing. The Philadelphia Union, they're on the up, that's a blessing. But the Eagles, the Phillies, they're struggling. But most importantly, the Eagles, they have no identity. And if this team's ever going to grow, if this team's ever going to change, if this team's ever going to do anything like we did that Super Bowl year, we got to get Carson Wentz right. We got to get Carson Wentz right. We got to put him in positions to succeed. We got to play to his strengths. And we got to get Doug Peterson off play calling. And we got to get Howie Roseman off drafted. And it's straight like that. You guys, y'all was tuned in to Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Make sure y'all cop up on your Chalk It Up merch. I would be eternally grateful for that. You guys, You guys always show me love. If you're new to the channel, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends, family, your partner, however you want to do it, man. I'm just grateful for you guys. And again, make sure I cop up on your Chalk It Up merch. That is available right now. I got some promotions coming soon. I don't want to talk too much about it yet. Also, if you've been loyal to the channel, I'm so grateful for you. And you already know how I give it up. Again, I'm your boy, Tone This Just a Second. And y'all was tuned in to Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. One love, y'all. Fly equals fly.